Sultan Mosque is situated in the district of Eyüp on the European side of Istanbul, near the Golden Horn, outside the walls of Constantinople. Built in 1458, it was the first mosque constructed by the Ottoman Turks following the conquest of Constantinople in 1453. The Eyüp Sultan Mosque is considered one of the holiest Islamic sites in this part of the world. It is situated near the bazaar and blended in with the neighborhood. The holiest site in Istanbul, as well as one of the most sacred places in the Islamic world. The Eyüp Sultan Mosque was erected by Mehmet the Conqueror over the tomb of Halid bin Zayed Ebu Eyüp, known as Eyüp Sultan, the standard bearer for the Prophet Muhammad, as well as the last survivor of his inner circle of trusted companions. It is popularly accepted that while serving as commander of the Arab forces during the siege of AD 668 to AD 669, Eyüp was killed and buried on the outskirts of the city. One of the conditions of peace after the Arab siege was that the tomb of Eyüp be preserved. The burial site was discovered during Mehmet the Conqueror's siege on the city, although the tomb is mentioned in written accounts as early as the 12th century. A little village of tombs mushroomed on the spot by those seeking Eyüp Sultan's intervention in the hereafter, and it's still considered a privilege to be buried in the nearby cemeteries. The girding of the sword ceremony was traditionally held here. In this Ottoman enthronement rite, Osman Gazi's sword was passed on, maintaining continuity within the dynasty as well as creating a connection with the Turks' early ideal of holy war. The interior of the mosque is nearly as beautiful as its famous counterparts in the city. There is a strong Ottoman architectural presence, and the mosaics leave no space for disappointment. The carpets are pure Turkish influence, and the atmosphere within the mosque is very spiritual. The interior and exterior walls are adorned with beautiful Islamic tiles from 16th and 19th century. From the plaza outside the complex, enter the great doorway to a courtyard shaded by a huge plane tree. Eyüp's grave was identified in a location outside the city walls immediately after the conquest, and Sultan Mehmet II decided to build a grand tomb to mark its location. The mosque complex that he commissioned became the place where the Ottoman princes came for the Turkish equivalent of a coronation ceremony, girding the sword of Osman to signify their power and their title as Padishah, King of Kings, or Sultan. In 1766, Mehmet's building was leveled by an earthquake. A new mosque was built on the site by Sultan Selim III in 1800.